just for clarification, that pivot point of these improvements the muscle crew and yourself were doing, was that post you kind of being presented with the opportunity of actually assuming a responsibility?
No.
It was just you were helping out?
Yeah, I was just helping this pastor out. But what happened was we were coming here month after month, and we were building this place up and creating structures that didn't exist, creating opportunities for the kids that didn't exist. But we noticed that the kids weren't changing. They were eating, 1 cup of rice a day, or, a couple cups of rice a day, and sitting against the wall when they were eating. And, eventually I went to this pastor and I said, I don't understand. Like, we're coming down here with mega help, money, efforts, and yet nothing seems to be improving on your part. And that's when he said to me, well, I don't really have money to operate this place. And I haven't for years. I'm 84 years old. And that was the moment that I said to him, and I'm not sure what I was thinking at the time, Brian, but I said, well, I operate a bunch of charities in Detroit. I could probably operate this place if you want me to. How hard could it be,
Right.
Yeah.
So the window between that 10-minute window military first trip to that conversation, what was roughly
6-7 months.
Okay.
It was probably in the summer, and we came down in January. And by October, he basically said, thank you, Lord, here it is.
Yeah.
And I had taken it over for real by then. We were kind of running it already. And
had Janine, your wife?
She'd come down. Yeah.
So she had some context. It wasn't like, hey, honey, guess what I just did?
Well, it may have been a little like that now that I think about it. But she had come and she had seen it. She didn't come every trip or anything like that with the guys, but she had seen it. And, my wife's fantastic. And if it was for children, she was going to be for it. But I don't think either one of us realized, what we were in for when you take on running an orphanage. And, before that year was out, I all of it was my responsibility. All the bills, all the kids, all the medical situations. And that began the process of operating it. That's now in its 12th year. And I've made pretty much every mistake a person can make.
The Full Exposure Podcast is brought to you by Dr. Peter Hahn and University of Michigan Health West in appreciation of the creative and artistic visionaries who enrich our lives through cultural connections.